Hi, I'm Teresa, and my wife Corine and I moved to Playa del Carmen, Mexico in the year 2022. We came here with our 5 fur babies. So, why don't you join us on our adventures with all of the beautiful people and the beautiful places and enjoy. We appreciate you coming. So, take care. Subscribe.
Well, hi. I hope everyone is doing very well this week and had a fantastic weekend. But look, the weekend's here upon us again. I guess we're always living for the weekend, right? Yeah. Well, I am Teresa, for those of you who do not know me, and I am 1/6 of Happy Life Plus 5. My wife and the pups are around here, I don't know, doing something, doing their own thing. And it's a good thing that they are doing their own thing because they're not over here bothering me either. Wait a minute. I think I just found one. What are you doing over here, little girl? Come here. This is the one that always has to come. Hi, sweetie. Thank you. That always has to come. She always has to be part of everything. But she is a Brussels Griffon, and they're like Velcro. So they follow us. She follows us everywhere. But see you later. Here, you can stay up here for now. So, yeah, thank you again for joining me. This week I'm going to do some DIY art. I love starburst mirrors, sunburst mirrors, however you want to think of them as. When I was growing up, and since the starburst mirrors are part of the mid-century modern feel or mid-century modern style of interior design, that was my time period. And I fell in love with them then, and I'm still in love with them now. And I'm going to make a starburst mirror. So I am going to use some raw materials because I like to incorporate nature into my art now. Since I've moved here, there's just so much raw material that I can use. I mean, any place in the universe, any place on this planet in the universe. Am I a space traveler? I might be. Space is the place. Yeah. Space is the place. Woo! Anyhow, um, so I like to use the raw materials, and I've got seed pods from the acacia tree. As you can see, there's a bunch of them here. This is going to be really wild. I'm just excited. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be pretty wild. So we're going to jump in and see what we can create with a mirror, some E6000, 2 pieces of wood, and lots of Acacia seed pods. All right. So I've never really had any formal training in art, except for I did have the privilege of being in the presence of Elizabeth Catlett, who was a fantastic, valuable, talented, beautiful, giving woman and artist who was a printmaker and a sculptor. And I was part of her family for a while. She was my children's grandmother. And I was never in her studio at any length of time. I never got a chance to see her work. But what I did get from her, she was her art walking. She was just art walking. She had beautiful stories, stories of life, stories of experiences, stories of slavery stories of Black people in America, and I just loved being around her. She gave me guidance on life. I'm going to start tearing up. I really do miss her a lot. Anyhow, she has there is a exhibition right now, and the exhibition is now in Washington, D.C., and I'll leave the link at what museum it's at. At the museum, you can get her book. I'll leave the link to this also. It's a beautiful book. Whoa, look at that. I can't show it too long, but you all can get this book. And go, if you're in the Washington, D.C. area, or if you can get there, go see the exhibition. It is so beautiful. I believe there's more than 200 pieces in that exhibition. So Elizabeth was, I guess, really one of my teachers, and I gained a lot from her just listening to her. And another teacher, you know how in elementary school, a lot of us, well, when art was taught in the elementary schools, I had a beautiful art teacher who took us to the Cranbrook, uh, the Cranbrook Academy in Dearborn, Michigan. And in one garden at the Cranbrook Academy, it's lined with cherry trees. And she took us during the cherry tree blossoms. It was so beautiful. And I sat on the corner of one of the benches there and sketched with the oil pastels. And my teacher came over and told me, "Oh, Teresa, that's very beautiful. I think you're going to be an artist." Yeah, I was like, "Thank you so much." But at that time, when my teacher told me that, I just burst out. I mean, every feeling that I had just came out because it was confirming that I was good. I was good at what I did. And I never took art classes again, as I said before, but I have always been creative. I've been creative enough to put myself out there. I've never sold anything yet. Wink, wink. But I have been creating all of my life, whether it was interior design or I've been a vocalist for the last 50 years. I used to dance. Oh, what else? I mean, anything that I could put my hands on that I think I could be creative with, I would do it because I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid to let that creativity come out. All right, come on with me. Let's get started. So I have these two pieces of wood. I have pre-marked them over here. I'm going to glue these to the back of the mirror because I don't want it to sit flush up against the wall. I want it to stand out a bit. And so I need one at the top and the bottom so that they'll be even. I'm going to glue these. I got my E6000. I don't have a glue gun, it broke, so I'm working with one type of glue. E6000. This stuff is like, don't get it stuck on you. But you know, I noticed with E6000, if you do get some on you, you can just take some oil and rub it on your hands and it'll take it off like Elmer's glue almost. Also, I didn't know that with E6000, you're supposed to put a ring of petroleum jelly around the top. Because if you don't, this stuff will stick so bad you won't be able to open. So right around here, you put petroleum jelly. Okay, now I got some string. Well, some of this, which came with our awning for the backyard, but it doesn't hold very well outside. Uh, maybe I better take a little bit longer piece. Yeah, because I'm going to tie it. Do a little loop. Cut that. Loop it. Very good, Teresa. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Put this over here with some more E6000. I don't know why I think that's so funny. E6000. Put that right there. Eyeball it for the middle. Put a little bit extra. Woo, that's a lot. Put this over here. That looks like take some painter's tape and put that over here. So I'm going to set this aside for now and let it dry, and then we'll come back. Got my smaller pieces that I have pre-cut already. Let's see how this is going to work. I'm going to put some over here and one right here and one right here. These, because they're like the same, going the same way. Oops, they're going opposite because the way the seed pod was cut. Let's see, maybe this way. And oh no, it's got to go this way. Ah, it's not going to be a circle, that's for sure. But that's okay. And maybe this one. Oh, no, same thing. And this one. Oh, come on. Now, I don't know if I want it this way on the smooth surface or on the seed pod surface. This looks pretty cool though, doesn't it? I'm going to show you. Let's try it the other way. Just flip these over and let's see. Wow, kind of looks like prehistoric. I think that's so. I did make just like a mobile with the seed pods before and put some Navajo signs on it, painted Navajo signs on it. So I'll show you that. I'll put a picture of that up. Let's see here. Oh, it seems to fit better the other way on the smoother side. These are kind of fallen. Like I said, if I had my glue gun, but it was rather inexpensive when I bought it, so it didn't last very long. But we're going to accomplish where there is a will, there is always a way. Ah, it won't stay together like this on this side, so I am going to have to put the rough side down first against the mirror, and then put the smooth side down. I think we'll change that up a bit. Maybe that can work. What you doing over there, Jenna? Oh my goodness. Is this going to work or what? It's going to work. Jenna, what you doing over there? Let me put them back like I had them. This and this. This and this. And these were at the top. And these were at the bottom. Oops. When you're creative. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Is it going to work? It's going to work. Okay. Now all I have to do is glue it down. Okay, now we're going to glue it. I kind of got the idea now. This is going to be wild. Wild. Okay, glue. So I'm not going to attach this yet because I want to make a decision. And stick around and I'll ask you all, what do you think? One way or the other? Let's get some glue on this puppies. Okay, I'm going to let this dry and then we'll come back. It's not a perfect circle, but art is not perfect. Art is from your soul, from your heart, and this is what you get when you're doing some art. All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, so I have let this dry overnight, uh, and this is what it looks like. Front, nice and sturdy, and back. So the next thing to do is to attach these on to this. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to attach it. No, I'm not going to attach it onto the mirror directly. I'm not going to attach the rays onto the mirror exactly because I have two ideas. This one where I leave it natural and paint on it. Just some white, very simple, very just natural kind of looking designs. Or this one that's totally electric blue. Look at that. I love it, but I'm almost going towards the natural. I ask you all to do me a favor and leave in the comments which one would you choose? The natural with the little pink or the blue, the electric blue? Let me know. So, whew, we just came back from walking the dogs and it is hot outside. It's going to be 90 degrees today. I know some of you folks out there are just thawing out from the cold, and some of you are enjoying the spring already. But let me see, we have been in summer since February, since February. Okay, so as you can see, I have placed all of the rays out, which will go on the mirror like that. But as I said before, I need to decide, and I need you all to help me decide which of these are going to be the best fit. Let's see. And maybe if we put them there, that can give you a better clue of what that would look like. I think it looks pretty darn awesome right now. Very wild, and I love the wildness of it. So on behalf of my wife and our 5 puppy dogs, we're going to say, see you later. Hope you can come back for part 2 next week. Let me know what you think about these 2 different varieties and 2 choices so that we can get this thing done. I'm really excited to see what it's going to turn out like. It's going to be wild. I can't wait. So come on back and join us. And if you like this content, subscribe. Leave us a comment, share the video, and we enjoy you being here. And remember, stop and smell the roses because life has a lot to offer. See you next week. Bye.